Bobby. It's Wuzzup time, folks.
Yes, it is. How you doing, Larry?
I'm doing good. He's Bobby Weir, Larry Seidlinger. We got Big Dave Svens behind the camera today.
Yeah, a little rusty, but he's
a little rusty. Yeah, he said he was a little bit rusty, but
because we got this new young hotshot, Tyler. You know, he's been taking over, but Dave's filling in for him today.
Well, we saw Dave kind of staring at all those controls and buttons and whatnot. Yeah. We kind of want to. So, folks, we don't know. What you see is what you get today.
Yeah.
Bobby, kind of we'll start this off on a sad note. The beautiful soul, friends of Connor McLean, passed away, huh? And I can't even tell you what kind of disease he had.
An aggressive disease we can't even pronounce.
It attacks the soft tissue and hollow organs.
Yeah.
It's in kids and it's rare and it's aggressive, but
seems like seems like a nice kid.
And he fought a good long battle too, you know, and hat goes out to his parents.
How about this teacher? 38 years, Whitefield Elementary School teacher.
I thought it was pretty cool. She had one
Gail
of her first,
Beck.
Guys came back, and Josh Chase came back to his second grade teacher. What a cool deal.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. How about this young fellow who graduated from the CLC?
I actually know Brandon. Brandon Rodriguez. He
That's
grew up.
A pretty neat story.
Yeah, he grew up outside of Dallas. He had his dad had abandoned the family when he was 9 years old. Started working. He says here he washed windows, cleaned out attics, mowed lawns at 9 years old. The kid never had time to go to school.
Yeah.
And unbelievably, took care of he had a couple brothers and sisters and took care of his mother. And so anyway, I actually know Brandon. He's a great young fella.
He came up, he got up here to Maine.
Yep.
And, he fell in love with this lady and had taken on a couple of kids.
He took on two stepchildren, had a baby with this woman up here, and so anyway.
With his wife, Catherine Constantino.
Yep, and so anyway, he graduated from CLC Adult Ed, but he was the only graduate. So they had a big ceremony for him out at Norborough School.
And he wants to become an electrician.
Yeah.
He'll never have to worry about a job again.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
He'll never have to worry.
No. County free of COVID-19 for another week.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, Bob, people there's two sides of going. People are growling because the governor's going to open the state up and want to do more. But maybe on the other hand, people ought to stop and think we haven't had the pandemic here in Maine like they've had it in other states.
Right.
So you kind of ask yourself, maybe we've been a little more cautious. We've erred on the side of caution. I don't know, but look at Texas. We talked off camera, Bobby. In Arizona, they're in pandemic mode again.
They're back to 10 hospitals.
Yeah.
They're open 10 hospitals.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I don't know. It's kind of a double-edged sword.
And in your business, the vacation rental agency is...
The state has lost so much taxable income on lodging that it's billion. It's in the billion.
I don't know. It's what's all going to come to. But over in Waldoboro, we had a little candidates forum there. We did that last week at LCTV and brought it to the folks from Waldoboro. They had 4 pretty good candidates over there, and JW, he was the moderator, and kind of interesting. I went over and with that fella, that old guy we got working behind the cameras here. Dave and I went over and Dave told me what to do, and I turned the camera on, and next thing you know, we was filming. So
this kind of sad article here, the Two Bridges Jail.
Well, that's
they had jails always have budgetary problems, but they've got 55 employees. They're cutting 15 employees, and it's all because they've lost contracts with other counties to house inmates.
Well, it costs $65 a day for another county to board somebody over here, and
like for instance, Penobscot, Oxford County, they're planning. They got a contract with Two Bridges for $280,000 to bring their inmates in for this year. But they said they've already told them they're going to plan to house their own inmates in the future, probably next year. So they might not get another contract from them.
Might not.
But Penobscot County has bowed out. They're out.
They're out the end of July. They're done.
Yeah.
And they're considering whether to build a jail with Bangor up there. So. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The typical end of the school routine for the Wiscasset Middle High School, which, folks, we're going to have a show here in another week or so with the Wiscasset High School graduation.
Yeah.
And anybody wants a copy of that disc, we'll have them for sale here at LCTV.
So what's going to happen if the post office is closed? You know, no post office.
No post.
What do you
That's
do?
they just.
How do you got to pay? I'm old-fashioned. I write checks. I put them in envelopes. I lick them. I put stamps on them. Did I forget anything? Return address.
Yeah.
And so anyway.
Well, the only thing I can say is you won't get as much junk mail, Bobby.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, Scott had a few picketers in front of their post office.
Yeah, protesters, Bobby. They weren't picketers. They were the picketers are over in Bath. That's what a picketer is.
Yeah, right.
They're picketing from Bath Ironworks.
They're really going at it.
They are going at it. They are going at it.
Scott selectmen. They're holding their meetings at the Great Salt Bay School, and I think that was for social distancing.
I think it is.
They need the room.
Yeah, they need a public hearing.
Yep. Got a new redemption center. Of course, that's probably a good business right now because the liquor consumption's up, and people are home, probably drinking more soda and beer. And
yeah.
So anyway, but Caitlin Butler,
and I think she'll do well. I mean, the one over on next to the Lincoln County News, they're busy, crazy busy all the time.
So this is Caitlin Butler's second redemption.
Yeah.
She's got one in Jefferson.
Is that the one right on 32? Just up over the hill there on the left-hand side?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So we had River Road. Had another car accident.
Johnny Tonry.
Yeah. So I wonder what road has housed the most accidents. It's got to be close to River Road.
It's got to be. Yeah. It's got to be. Yeah. It's got either that or 129 going down in South Bristol. There's a lot of accidents on that road.
Yep.
But I think you're right. I think River Road has probably heavy.
David Scott approved the secondary ed budget. Things went up a little bit. They increased, but it didn't hit the tax bill at all. I guess that stayed flat.
Don't get me started on the tax bill, Bobby.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah.
How about this thing in Wiscasset going on? They got there's a piece of land that was given to the town, and they call it the Sunken Garden. And so in the bylaws for the Sunken Garden, it said that there will never be a building on the property.
But there is.
They put a shed on this property at one point to house the tools that, it takes to take care of the Sunken Garden. Well, somebody didn't like it. And they have complained to the town, and the town's looking into it. So, anyway.
Yeah. That's, and I'm not putting Wiscasset down, but boy, they have some funky things going on over there. They fight with the firemen about washing their cars, and well, they've got changeover all the time in the town office.
Well, today they're going to vote on the budget, and we'll see if Captain Ben Rhines can keep things in order over there. They're going to vote on the budget.
Well, we do want to kudos to the Wiscasset Chamber of Commerce. They start to do a chamber chat every other week on Wednesday night.
How's that going?
The first one they had Jeff Averill from Ames Supply come over, and they did a great talk.
Jeff can talk.
Jeff can talk, and we had a great Chip Davison hosted it, and it was a good deal. And we're going to do another one, which will be next Wednesday, and that is going to be on the Sheepshead Bay physical therapy.
All right.
So that's a good one.
Yep.
As along with Dan Muscata, Lisa Hagen's going to host Chamber Chat with Broad Arrow Farms coming up after that. So
they're busy up there, bro. They got a lot of stuff going on.
They got a lot of stuff. I got dinner coming from there tonight, Bobby.
Do you really?
I got a roast leg of lamb, and I can't wait. It's my favorite meal.
Okay. The Waldoboro Recreation Director. Let's talk a little bit about Waldoboro. This was a disheartening
same
set
deal.
of news.
Same deal.
The guy lost like 70% of his funding.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have anything to work with. But anyway, there's a new restaurant.
That's down under there.
Yeah, it's behind the Narrows. It's down in the back, and
Main Kebab.
Now, it's kebab.
Kebab.
Now, is that the same as kebab?
I have no idea, Bobby. You're the cook. You tell me.
You have to go over
I'm the truck driver in this group.
I thought I never heard of a word called kebab.
Well,
I can only hear.
Do you suppose that's a misspelling?
I don't know. I can only vouch for kebab.
I don't know. We'll have to investigate. I got to talk to JW here a little bit later today.
We'll find out about kebab or kebab. You know, well, you know, in Waldeboro they spell things a little different.
Well, they talk a little different.
Well,
yeah, they got a little more drawl going on.
You know, I noticed the Waldeboro Historical Society, they got two different ways to say spell Waldeboro.
Oh, yes,
yeah. You know, and I think the old German is O-U-G-H.
I think you're right.
Modern slang is O-R-O.
Yeah.
So, but the Village Bookshop, they're going to offer right there downtown, right next to the Narrows there, they're going to offer curbside pickup, and they still don't know what to do with that building over there.
Well, that's a lot of money to rehab that building, and they've got a mandate there of what to do with it. But
well, they got one guy that wants it. Okay, so they've dealt with him, Portland developer Tim Wells, and he wants to put multiple housing.
Housing, yeah.
So anyway, but now they got a new interested party, and it's let's see, it's I just read about it. It's Volunteers of America, and they want to put in housing for people with disabilities, people that need assistance. It probably would cost more money.
I'm thinking so, because you'd have to have a lot of extra stuff.
A lot of accommodation. So now the selectmen are starting to look at that offer. So anyway, I think, you know, a lot of old schools are, you know, I think they become housing. I think they become elderly housing.
Yeah.
I think they become, well, down south here they become condos, but condos might not work here. But
yeah. How about this attorney here, Jonathan Howell? Boy, he got disbarred for embezzlement.
Well, he didn't quit. He just kept going after more.
He did.
That's nonprofits, and you know, actually, he got into the Wayne Plummer estate.
I know it. I was really amazed.
Dear to my heart, because Wayne was a good friend.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I went to school with Wayne.
Yeah.
He was a year ahead of me in class all the way through.
Yeah, we had a not a rollover, but over in my neck of the woods.
They just missed the corner, didn't they?
Yeah.
It just looked like they missed the corner.
Sharp corner.
Yeah.
The Jefferson, now they approved their education budget, and
I mean, Wayne Farron there in the picture, he's running for the legislature.
Yes, he is. He's got some nice
District 88.
He's got some nice supportive letters in that paper this week.
He does.
You know. Yeah. And according to, there was something mentioned in one of the articles about Wayne that, you know, he bought the Jefferson Market up there. And
he did. He's
talking to some people about possibly putting in a restaurant, and maybe opening a store back up.
Yeah.
But anyway, they got a virtual, the farms there group up at the Y, they got a virtual cooking class going on for the Great Salt Bay third graders.
Third graders.
Karen Kleindorf. And,
what third grader doesn't like cookies?
Yeah. Well, according to them, Karen's and Margaret Coleman and Leslie Wicks, according to them, they got the third graders drooling over the fact that what they're cooking.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, shout out to Jonah Diote of Newcastle. Is the dean's list?
Yeah, we had a correction here on the Sportsman Club thing going on. And that's voting, I think, today.
Is it today?
Yeah, I think so.
It could be.
Yeah. But
we'll see.
The articles and the letters say that according to, even if it votes, it's going to be going to Superior Court. But I guess, you know, in one of the letters or the articles or something like that, I guess there was a dock there at one time.
At one time, yeah.
So that could be his ticket in. Have a picture. I guess he's got pictures of it.
Hey, Bobby, on the editorial, we get a shout out from JW there. That was pretty nice of him to do that. Yeah.
Giving us here at LCTV a little commendation.
I like that, a vital community service. That's cool.
What we do, what we do here.
Yeah, gotta love Glenn Chadburn. Every week he comes up with just some great comical cartoon. How about the reason over there, the sign there, the Trump sign, Jim Anderson there painted it and made it look good again.
Yes,
I just wish people would leave other people's signs and stuff alone. I don't like the signs, but but leave them alone. They're not yours. It's somebody else's property. Leave it alone.
Yeah, they have a shout out here for River Arts. It's up. It's going to. They moved their office now. It's going to be on Elm Street, and so anyway, look, they're at 36 Elm Street. They're looking for some artists to come in there, and we don't have any shortage of those, do we, artists?
A few of those around.
Yeah, the got some University of New Hampshire deans list: Isabel Curtis, Bryce York, Alex York, and. But they're not the same family, the York family.
No.
One's from Damascotta, one's from Noblesboro. And Lily Jackson of South Bristol, she earned high honors. And
yeah, a nice letter from Jeff Burrows, the headmaster up to Lincoln Academy, thanking the community for probably standing by him and helping him through some tough times. Imagine being in first year. It's like being a first-year governor and going through this thing. You know, where do you turn? What do you do next? You know,
can't get any burn permits now.
No,
you know,
it's dry as all get out.
According to the weather today, it's looking like dry all week.
Yeah, maybe a little thunderstorm or something Saturday afternoon, but I don't know. I think this recent changes at local businesses, I think that's pretty informative, Bobby.
Yeah, because
people know what's going on, whose business is doing what.
You don't know. Coastside opens today.
That's right, it does. Yeah. That's right, it does.
You want to wish Lynette
all the luck in the world, boy.
Lynette,
You're talking about taking on a tough deal in a bad time of year. But she's a pretty sharp girl. She'll do all right.
Bristol School, they had their program where they bikes for books, and a kid, you know, a young boy or girl in Bristol can get a nice free bicycle and promote reading books.
Shout out to the Hatch family. They lost their dad, David, 97 years old.
97.
Yeah, he was my next door neighbor as a kid growing up, and known him all my life. And I used to see Dave when he was retired, walking the roads and picking bottles and cans up, keeping them nice. Always had a smile on his face, always happy-go-lucky.
Got it over at the Vos Library. Now, the Vos Library is Somerville?
Geez, I don't even know, Bobby.
Yeah, well, the Vos Library has got a new director, Deborah Lay. She's from Newburyport. And then she had a long career in education. Very excited about her new job.
Yeah, it's too bad that fella from Waldoboro there died from some kind of a knife fight out on Vinyl Haven. Yeah. There's more to that story. You wait and see.
Yeah.
Comes out of that.
There was a letter in the editor to the editor this week about kind of reprimanding Natasha Irving for opening up.
I saw that. Yeah.
And so anyway, he's saying, you know, it's past the statute of limitations. Let it go. You don't have the evidence.
Yeah, and reconciliation and and healing and is just opening up a scab. Of course, the family may feel different about that. So there's two sides to that one for sure.
Bristol did a broadband survey, but it didn't. Only 17% of the survey respondents qualify as served under the federal FCC.
Oh, no, they're going to vote on the Golden Ridge project.
That's today, I believe.
Yeah.
We got an injury-free accident there in Waldoboro.
They postponed it for another week, Bobby.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Monday, the 29th.
Okay. The Waldoboro Library, they're going to reopen the public June 29th. And we got University in Northern Colorado. So they have a graduate from Waldoboro, Carla White, and congratulations to her.
Yeah, another accident over there in Waldoboro on Route 1. Put that Jeep down in the woods, didn't they? Looks like a Jeep anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Toyota RAV. That's what it is.
The Sheepscot Lynx, they're up and running over there. Leon Oliver's got things under control over there. And boy, it's a beautiful picture. Michael Tatro, he's a photographer. And so anyway, he's displaying his works over at the Rising Tide. And boy, there's a Juniper Hill School. They're having a project where they're collecting peonies all kinds of peonies. There's a picture here of a patch of white peonies up in Alna, and so.
New baseball league started over there in Waldoboro because the Little League's been canceled.
Yeah.
And I think that's
two leagues, right?
Yeah, I think that's the one that Heather and Keith Simmons have started there. Mm-hmm. And they had, believe it or not, Bobby, they had a number of kids. I can't remember what the number was, but there's a large number of kids sign up almost immediately.
Well, there's got to be something to do.
Something to do, these kids, yeah.
Do you see this article here? Elizabeth Williamson, she got a nickname, Biz.
Yeah.
So she had a huge, high pressure job. She's a graduate of MIT, and so anyway, her mom was in a senior care facility up in Whitefield at Country Manor Nursing Home, and so what she did was she took a job at the Country Manor Nursing Home.
Basically as a helper.
Yeah, and so anyway, she got to see her mother, and she actually
helping other people.
It's quite a story.
I mean,
yeah,
that's
it really is. And
that's quite a sacrifice, really. I mean, you take your own career and put it on the back burner, and
but she actually realized she enjoyed the business.
Yeah. So Liz was on that state championship '82 Lincoln Academy basketball team.
Yeah,
Coach Danny
she's got an unbelievable resume.
Yeah, heck of a Lincoln County Republican Committee. They're going to host an event down there at the headquarters on Route 1 there, the north side of town.
Well, another thing going on up there besides Liz expanding her CNA career, Whitefield's looking at their junk car situation.
Yeah.
According to Mr. Stout, he's a code enforcement officer, Arthur Stout, he said the situation is worse than ever.
Yeah, too many junk cars.
Well, the thing is, if you have to bring a car somewhere, you got to pay to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
But there's people that'll come and take it.
Yeah, they won't give you much for it. A couple $100 maybe.
Yeah.
But so.
Anyway, you got to.
How about these tutors over there in Mid-Coast Literacy Tutor over there in Brunswick? Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Teaching kids how to read. Good stuff. Mid-Coast Ecumenical Diaper Bank. Very important deal right there.
That is a deal.
Yeah.
Yep. Sheepshead General, they're open. Sheepshead General, I think I read somewhere, they only allowing 5 people in the store.
Yeah, maximum of 5 customers in the store at a time. Maritime Edgeby give graduates a nice $500.
But this Nobleboro student, Ashley Budd, she's a student at St. Anselm's. She's studying business up there, and she's gotten accepted into the Sigma Beta Delta International Honor Society for Business Management.
Yeah, good stuff.
So she's
how about new hairstylist down at Cerruti Hair Salon?
Autumn Sproul.
Autumn Sproul.
She lives up in Washington.
Yeah, I saw that.
You got to drive down here. Where's she working?
How about the fish markets that they're going to start? Now, I heard that the fish market next to the Riverside Butcher Shop is going to open.
So.
That's going to open.
I hope so.
And it's not official who's going to run it, but I got an idea who's going to.
Yeah.
And then Rising Tide, they're going to have, was it Monday nights?
Mondays, 3 to 6.
Yeah, the co-op's involved in it, and I can't remember who was the other.
Dave Keeney is an oyster grower.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. So it's John's Bay oyster, John's River oyster, and he grows a beautiful oyster.
Yeah.
And Colby College has got some graduates here.
I really like the article Calvin had in here about Damariscotta history.
Yeah.
Boy, that was good stuff.
Nice boat.
Oh, man.
That is a beautiful boat.
Yeah.
Built down in, built down in Gamages? Or?
That one of them was, yeah.
Yep. And Habitat and Humanity, they have a brand new director. It's Katie Luce. And the Habitat for Humanity 7 Rivers of Maine. And I want to give a shout out to Marva with her community conversations. She just pulls these guests out of the woodwork.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was on last night.
Mid-Coast Humane Society. And
we're going to do some filming for them over there, and they're doing some great things, to help this humane Mid-Coast Humane up.
And Big Brothers Big Sisters, lastly, we'll end it with, they have lost their bowl-a-thon, Bowl for Kids' Sake there is, that's half their budget.
Yeah.
And so anyway, we need to figure out a way to do that. And so they got a new, they got an annual fundraiser going on. It's going to be virtual, and you can go on their website and find out what's going on. Chloe Maxman.
Our friend Chloe, she's going to have an ice cream.
Yep, up at Jefferson Scoops. You can go up there and talk to her. And
and our buddy Lee Emmons had another great article
talking about raccoons this week.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Well,
so, Bobby, we've just about done it again.
Yeah.
We got through it one way or another. We got through it. The Lincoln County News, a shout out JW gave us at LCTV. Want to remind you folks at home, the Lincoln County Food Initiative is ramped up. We're going to have a show Saturday night about that.
Oh, yeah.
I had Karen Ann Hager and Jess right up in the studio yesterday, and we're talking about it. They're just doing amazing. It's thousands of people they have fed in this county over the last couple of months. So we should big shout out to them. But folks, we've done the Wuzzup, Bobby. He's Bobby Weir with Dave Swens behind the camera. I'm Larry Seidling, and we thank you all for sitting in and enduring this 30 minutes of What's Up. See you next time.